Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different format here. I'm going to be doing a quick crypto forecast every morning. I look at charts every morning anyways, so now that we finally have some volatility in the markets, I think it's worth sharing here with you on YouTube and Twitter and also on Telegram. So I'm just gonna jump straight into the charts. Here I have the BTC USD one-day candles from Bitstamp, and this is the 1 year view. So in the 1 year view, we can see we are in a downtrend. We are bearish, we are below the 200-day moving averages. So the general trend is down, and we need to have this into account when we look at the smaller time frames, even though right now we are having an oversold bounce because we were very oversold. For the shorter term, here I have the 4-hour candles, and yesterday we had a head and shoulder. The target for this head and shoulder is 3,800 more or less. Right now, yeah, we dropped down to just below $4,000, and we are consolidating at the $4,000 level, but we are already below the 20 and the 50 moving averages. So it's expected that the price will reject at the moving averages and make the target eventually. So if we make this target at around $3,800, if this level can hold here and start uptrending again, this would still be a higher low. So the previous low was at around 3,500. So if we make another low and this low holds at 3,800, this will still be a higher low, which means we are still uptrending. The next level of strong resistance, if we continue to uptrend here, it's going to be at around 4,750. We can see we had this huge sell-off here at this level, 4,750. So it's expected that there's going to be a lot of sellers at that level. Sellers don't go away that fast. If the 3,800 level does not hold and we continue to go down, then I would anticipate that we're going to be consolidating at 3,500. And if we consolidate at 3,500, this is going to be a continuation pattern, and it means that by probability we will be breaking down eventually. Moving on to the Bitcoin Cash, this is the BCH USD one-day candles from Kraken. And here, guys, we are right at support right now. If we join this low here and this low here, and even these two lows here, we have two lows here, another low here, another low here. If we join all these lows and extend it, we can see that right now we are perfectly at support. We are extremely oversold because with all this fork drama and everything, we dropped really hard here. So an oversold bounce is expected, and especially now that we are at support. So this right now, it's not a sell. This is, if anything, is a buy. So I would expect anytime Bitcoin Cash to start bouncing here, and my most obvious target would be at the 50% FIB level. So let's see, the 50% level is going to be around $400, which is, surprise, what used to be main support, and now it's gonna be main resistance. So let me draw this line here. So the target would be $400 for a 50% bounce. I have been waiting for the 400 level to be retested, just like I have been waiting for the $6,000 level in BTC to be retested. It never came, but I think it's still coming. I mean, we need to have an oversold bounce here, and this is major. You can see it was major support and major resistance so many times. So it's only logic that this level is going to be retested. So in general, the trend is down as well, so I'm not saying we're going back to bullish, but we're extremely extended from the 200-day moving average, and we dropped just too much, too vertical and too fast. So a bounce, it's going to be imminent in my opinion. But of course, to enter a long position here, you need to use a stop loss just in case, because markets can do whatever they want. So the stop loss should be right below the previous low, which is this candle here at around $150, below $150, or whatever the price is in your specific exchange. Moving on to the XRP chart, we can see that the general trend is down as well, and so long as we are below the 200-day moving average, this is going to be a bear market. The good thing here is that it broke main resistance, and it broke, violent and with some volume. In other exchanges, you can see more volume than in this one, but I'm using Poloniex because it has the longest history. But yeah, there was significant volume in this breakout, so there's potential for this to have been the bottom, but we need to see follow through. We are still below the 200-day moving average, so there's not that much confirmation here that this was the bottom really. So after breaking out here, we had a continuation pattern, which is when we do lower highs and higher lows, like consolidating and tightening here, and this pattern broke in the downside. So if this pattern makes the target is going to be at 0.2. And what bulls really want to see here is these lows to hold. I mean, if the previous low breaks, the last level of defense is going to be 0.2. You can see here, if we start closing below these levels, we're not going to have any major support here until all the way down to 0.04 or lower. So the bulls really want to see these levels holding here if we go down. That's all for today's forecast, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.